Welcome back, everybody. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. And considering the day this is coming out, and we had just finished our campus tour challenge the other day where we went through and got a win with every team in College Football 25, now seems like a great time for us to kind of step back, look back, and evaluate the styles of offense in this game. That is, in my opinion, what makes this game so much fun. Is the wide range of offensive styles, teams, playbooks, like rosters. There's just so many more different things you can do and different things you can see in this game that I think keeps it very, very interesting. So we're going to be looking at our top 5 here in this video, and how I'm going to rank these, it's of course just just off the top of my head essentially. But the two main things I'm considering is, number one, how easy is it to just kind of pick up and run the offense? Like, is it something you need to go into practice mode with a ton? Is it something you can pick up relatively easily if you're new to this game or struggling on offense? And especially if you're coming over from like Madden. There's a few offenses we're going to talk about here that might be a little tough to pick up right away, and that's going to kind of affect where they are on the list. And then number two is just how effective is it in an online head-to-head setting once you get comfortable running it? Are you going to be able to bring it online and win games with it? That's kind of how I'm going to do this, at least in my head. So with all of that said, let's get started. Let's check out my number 5 offense. The Army Black Knights and the Flexbone triple option offense. This had to be on there somewhere. If you're familiar with this channel, you knew Flexbone was going to be on here somewhere. We have a dynasty where we use the NIU Huskies and run the Flexbone offense. I have tons of videos on running the Flexbone. I think it is super fun, and I think Army is going to be your best team to run it with. So for each of these offenses, I'm going to suggest who I think the best team is. But this one was really close. I mean, Army and Navy are they're both pretty solid. I mean, Army's a tier 5 team. Navy's tier 4. Navy has a 96 speed receiver. Army has a 94 speed receiver. They technically have 2, which just one is like a 60 overall and really isn't very good. The big difference to me, roster-wise, I do think Navy is better. They have a better quarterback. He's got better abilities than Daly does, which is wild, by the way. But the playbook of Army, I think, is going to work better for a lot of people, especially their pistol rushing offense. Now, the Flexbone between Army, Navy, and Air Force is all going to be very, very similar. Where the playbooks get very different is in pistol. Army has a lot of strong pistol sets that makes it a little bit easier to run out of, because that's a big negative with the Flexbone is the offensive line can get just obliterated and you get no time to do anything. But if you can back up and run some of the same plays but out of pistol, usually that buys you enough time to be able to actually make a read and make something happen. And that's why I think I would suggest using Army in front of the other service academies. Although Air Force, if you're in like Ultimate Team or Dynasty, Air Force does have an empty pistol set that is absurd. It's crazy. We actually used it. Gosh, this had to have been 2 or 3 months ago. We used it online and beat Alabama, running nothing but empty pistol with Air Force. But for each of these teams too, we are gonna go look at their depth charts really quick, because I think in this game, not enough people know how good a lot of these lower tier teams are. Every team we're going to talk about here, the highest tier is tier 3 of these teams we're going to talk about. Army's tier 5. Our next one is tier 5, tier 4, tier 4, tier 3. Which again is what makes the game fun to me. They have so many different teams that are all... There's a lot of hidden gems in this game. There's a few we're not even going to talk about here today, but like North Texas. Really, really good for a tier 5 team. Central Michigan, really, really good for a low overall tier 5 team. There are a ton of hidden gems out there. But anyway, back to Army. So Bryson Daly only gets Platinum Option King. This is kind of what I was talking about earlier, especially if we compare him to Horvath at Navy. So 85 overall, 85 speed, Platinum Option King on your Army quarterback. But yet the Navy quarterback, Mr. Horvath, I believe is a little faster. I mean, we'll check right now. Yep, 85 overall, 87 speed. Also gets Platinum Option King, but gets Silver Head First and Gold Balanced as well. So that's a pretty big thing. We're running a Flexbone, a triple option offense where you're going to be running with your quarterback. Having those extra abilities on your quarterback is actually pretty huge. And the other big thing Navy has, like I mentioned, 96 speed here, Nathan Kent. He's only 72 overall, but he's really good. Navy in general is really good, but Army does have an advantage, I think, in the halfback or wingback position on their roster over Navy. fullbacks are pretty much a tie, and then you still have a 94 receiver who's a better overall on Army. The big thing that irks me is the missing abilities here on Daly, but other than that, yeah, we got the 90 speed here, 90 speed Robinson, and again, just for anybody new to this game, what was in this depth chart, you have to actually go in and set these at the beginning of every Road to the CFP game. You can't do it in here, it's not going to save. So yeah, that's kind of annoying, and hopefully something they can fix maybe next year, I guess. But yeah, you got to come in and set these every single time. But Udo, awesome. He needs to be getting some abilities here too. He needs a head first, he needs a downhill, he needs something to make him just a little bit better. But he's still really good. Oh, you could put your center in as a fullback if you really wanted to too. But yeah, 94 speed, 81 overall, nowhere short. Then we do have another 94 speed, but like I said, he's 60 overall, he's 5'9", 175. So really the biggest benefit to speed in this game is playing against somebody who's running like a man press defense and being able to burn past them. Him being so small and such a low overall, I don't think he's going to be able to get off the press at all. So definitely keep short up here, and then you'd probably just keep Reynolds as your wide receiver too. But that is the Army Black Knights general overview of their roster. Really fun offense to use. We are going to go head over and watch our first game we ever used the Army Flexbone triple option. This came out 5 months ago. My goodness. This was episode 5 of our campus tour. It came out July 20th, 2024. It took a long time, okay? But we got through it. We did it. We got to win with every team in the game. So we're going to go watch our first ever drive running the Flexbone, and just see what we can see. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we just stick in Flexbone normal here in the beginning, and that's just going to be a general tip for everybody. Just start in Flexbone normal. It's the best Flexbone option, in my opinion, and it's got all the runs that are in every other variation of Flexbone that we see up here: close, you off, east, tackle over, tight, trio right. Get comfortable running them out of normal, and then you can learn how to mix in some of this other stuff. Like close and tight, in my opinion, are good for running to the outside because those condense the defenses, versus trio right kind of spreads them out quite a bit, so it's good to hit like a fullback dive up the middle. East has really good runs up the middle with a halfback dive and a fullback dive. U off has the best rocket toss. Rocket toss, general tip again. I'm just, my mindset here is a lot of people might be watching this that have either never played the game or are new to the game. If you're running the Flexbone and you're calling rocket toss, that has to go to the left. It works much better going to the left. If you run it to the right, your guy catches it like 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Runs it to the left, he catches it about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage and has more momentum going to the sideline, has more speed. It's easier to actually make a play happen there. And this fullback toss is the opposite. That you want to run to the right. If you run to the right, it'll run like a regular fullback toss. If you run to the left, your fullback will catch it and take a step straight towards the line of scrimmage. Nothing you can do about it. Okay, anyway, let's get into it. First ever drive running our Flexbone offense. I think, yeah, we gotta just start with an inside veer triple option. And I did just do a whole video a few days ago going over every first time we ran the triple option. So with Army, Navy, see, good keep. I mean, that's just perfect. Yeah, then just keep it with Daly. He wasn't even that good back then. Daly wasn't even that good back then. Still gets out there and makes it happen. See, yeah, I think it just showed he was 82 speed. Then we do a little counter. See, this is what I was saying about the good pitch. This is what I was saying about the Flexbone normal specifically. It's because it's a symmetrical offense formation. You can attack both sides. You can run right, you can run left. They have passes out of it, and it's all going to look essentially the same. And what we saw in that last play is that wing back on the left came to motion, but then it was a counter motion. So he started, and it looked the same as everything else. But then we counter it and come back to the left. Keep it again with Daly, get popped. Get absolutely rocked, but gets the first down. And then I think we go to the pass here. Yeah, X-dig, the best pass out of Flexbone normal. Because remember where our speed is, right here. So typically what a lot of people will end up doing if you're running the ball successfully out of the Flexbone is they'll start calling a lot of man press blitzes. So we have our 94 speed guy out here. We send him on a streak, and then you could keep this a streak. You could put this on a post or whatever. But if they're in man coverage, this drag route to A, wide open. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what happens here. Yeah, he got bumped a little by that middle linebacker that slowed him down, but it still got open because that's just such a good route and such a good play. Yeah, see, we're just staying in normal here again. See, I ran a rocket toss to the wrong side. You can see how I kind of caught that really far backwards, and it seemed like my guy wasn't really running when he caught that. Go to the left, it's going to work better. And that's if you have a right-handed quarterback. If you have a left-handed quarterback and you're running this in like Ultimate Team or Dynasty, it's reversed. Couldn't tell you why. Wish I could tell you. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, this has been a great drive. I can't believe this is my first time running the Flexbone ever, because this has been, not to toot my own horn too loud here, but toot toot. This has been a great drive. And then yeah, down here, now what I would do is come out and trio right, spread that defense out a little bit, and then a fullback dive up the middle. But even at a normal, we could just go Udo every play. See, and then back then, fullback toss worked. That was a fullback toss to the left that actually ran how it was supposed to. Now it's not going to work like that. I don't know how they broke it, but they did. So 3rd and goal. Just take an X dig. That was a dicey one because his user actually got down there to help out. And I don't really like calling X dig that close to the end zone anyway. But 4th and goal. Keep it on the option. I think that was just a load option. His user commits to the pitch. We just cut it up inside him. Beautiful touchdown drive. Way to go, Army. Way to go, Flexbone. Number 5 on my list. Let's go see what is number 4. The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors in their run and shoot style offensive playbook. I really think Hawaii is a good team in this game. A big part of that, of course, is going to be their offense, but also their defense. I'll show you guys a couple of things that I really like about this Hawaii defense, especially for being a tier 5 team. But the run and shoot is going to kind of fit into our overall general philosophy here, I guess, is what I think works best in this game is spreading that defense out and just trying to read the spaces where the defense just isn't gonna be. That's what we're gonna see here with Hawaii. That's what we're gonna see pretty much across all of these except Flexbone. But Flexbone I had to throw in there. I mean, it's just so near and dear to my heart. I had to put that in there. But Hawaii, a surprisingly very good roster. We can go over this really quick before we get to the gameplay part here. Look at the depth chart. Hawaii, a solid quarterback here. Shager, 82 overall, 78 speed. You're gonna be sitting in the pocket a lot in this, so speed isn't a huge concern, but him having silver dot is super nice. Halfback, we have 2 options. You could keep this receiving back in there. It's good to put your halfback out on routes quite a bit out of this kind of formation too, but this Barfield is incredible. 91 speed with platinum shifty, because remember, we're spreading the defense out, so we're trying to get it to our guys in space. Having something like platinum shifty where you can make those really quick, effective jukes and things like that is super good. So I would definitely put Barfield in as your halfback. Solid crew of wide receivers, nothing like spectacular, but we have an 84 overall, 89 speed with Cutter and Surehands down here. Again, much like we saw with Army, this you'd have to go in and actually put in at the beginning of every game. But this McBride, 86 overall, 91 speed. We have a couple 92 speeds here too. And most sets we're going to run out of here are going to be 3 receivers. It'd probably be these 3, the 392 speeds. But we do occasionally have some 4 receiver sets here too. So your worst receiver being an 89 speed on a tier 5 team is really good. Then even at tight end, you can put in an 82 speed there as well. But on defense, what I wanted to show you guys really quickly, and what actually makes Hawaii a pretty solid defense in my opinion, is their 2 D tackles here. Deion Washington, outside disruptor and inside disruptor. So pretty much any run play, he's gonna get boosted block sheds, which awesome. Plus, we have a silver grip breaker for, I believe this one is like lateral run plays. He gets better block sheds. So we have 2 D tackles that both are going to have improved block sheds on run plays. That is going to be such a help having a low overall team like this, having those abilities. Abilities are king. It's unfortunately, it's a lot like Madden, where even if your guys are lower overall, if you have the right abilities on them, you are going to be doing just fine. So those are the ones we really like at D tackle. I don't think they have any defensive ends. What we want is quick jumps, but I don't believe Hawaii has any that I remember. But that's gonna be the best one to get on your edge. So that's gonna get them just gets them after the quarterback a little bit faster. So always check your depth. And here's another just general tip. Always check your depth chart. Either like what I'm doing now, so you just know when you get into a game what you have to do, or even just wait until you actually get into a game. But I like doing it beforehand, so I know, okay, wide receiver, we got to go make that change there. D tackle, we got to go make sure we have our outside disruptor and our grip breaker are both in as starting D tackles. Check your linebackers, make sure they're all fast enough and can play. But yeah, checking your depth chart and checking your abilities is just in general going to be a super important tip. But yeah, Hawaii, big fan of this tier 5 team. Let's go over to our campus tour with the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, showcase a little bit of the run and shoot offense. So Campus Tour, episode number 83, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Hawaii's run and shoot offense takes it to the defense. Good title, me. October 6th, 2024. So we got a pretty good matchup here with Hawaii against Marshall. We actually found another Tier 5 team to go against. It's rare. I mean, it's not that rare. We actually have pretty good luck. As long as you search by tier, I found that actually works pretty well. Alright, so Hawaii, again, we're in a big spread set here. Looks like we're just trying to spread the defense out and give it to that Barfield. Yeah, there's that Platinum Shifty. There's that Platinum Shifty. He gets outside, hits him with a juke. That Platinum Shifty, I'm telling you, that Platinum Shifty is so, so good. So we're staying in that same set. Now we're trying to spread them out vertically here. You know, got a little out over here, halfback streak here. We had that. We have Y. I end up just taking off and running there. I mean, we'll take our 5. If I had a little more time and a little better vision, we could hit Y. Now we're doing that same thing. We got his defense all spread out here. Like, he's got a lot of defense over here, not a lot of defense over here. We're going to run this way. Easy enough. Give it to Barfield. Get in space. Cut your way through that defense. Another first down. So that was, yeah, trip slot close is a formation I love out of the Hawaii playbook. Trip slot close and trips X nasty. Those would be the two main formations I would use, even now if I played with Hawaii some more. And this is just a really good route combo that I like to run out of a lot of. You can run out of a lot of different sets. It works the best probably out of a bunch, like a pistol bunch or something like that. But you have the drag underneath, a post on this guy, then a streak on your halfback. These two routes, this post and this drag, are going to clear out a lot of these zones that are going to be right here and leave this halfback streak wide open at about 5 to 8 yards typically, or you'll have the drag or the post. I mean, this is just a really good route combo. And also, just really quick, what I wanted to mention here, what makes the run and shoot very different that you don't see in a lot of other playbooks is stuff like what this X route is on. So he's on a choice route. That's kind of what we see on these little, like, almost, I don't know, translucent. Yeah, they dropped the opacity or something. He's made them like 50%. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But he pretty much is, he can either come up and do like a little curl route, he can turn it into a fade, or he can turn it into a post over the middle. This is why I still have this down at number 4, because these choice routes can be very, very tricky. They don't always do what you would assume they do. So I honestly don't even look for the choice routes very much. So we set this up, see we had Y, or we just take the drag. But the space open up there, we could have hit our halfback on that one. Looks like we're staying. Okay, no, we're in trips X nasty now. This is PAX shot or something like that. But it's the same kind of concept. We're going to high-low, which is just in general my favorite thing to do. We have the low being a drag. We have the high, this route to RB. All these routes kind of going left, you know, short left, deeper left, deep middle, but then we also have this X coming back to the right. We're spreading the defense out and trying to attack all over the field. It's kind of the idea for us on this play. So his user is coming down to A. It looks like he's got some zones over here. Yeah, so right here we can see we can't do X. He's got the 2 zones over here. If we waited, we had this B. It's like a little hitch post he's on. Going to go over the middle. He's going to be wide open. We are throwing this. This must be to RB. Yeah, see, RB got open there. Bad throw by the quarterback, though. But see, we spread the defense out. We found the open space. Just need the quarterback to make that throw. This is my favorite play out of Trips X Nasty. It's, man, what is this one called? Like slot fade wheel, I want to say. Really, what we're reading is going to be these two guys on the right. The nickel corner, the outside corner. If they both back up, B is on what's essentially like a smoke screen. Or when this play starts, he's just going to stand here for a second and then goes into like a little slant. So that gives us time to see if these guys back up, we can hit B. If they come crashing down, this fade to the slot guy is really good. And a post over the middle is just always good. You could always have a post over the middle. I do a ton. I love posts over the middle. They're just great plays. So we're going to, yeah, watch these two. See, they both back up. We can just hit B. Free yards. So a free 6. Now just the classic verticals. Yeah, you can never go wrong. When in doubt, verticals it out. That's what they say. Yeah, hit the drag. We could have maybe tried to force that to the crosser on A, but I'm fine with that. But yeah, this Trips X Nasty. High-low dig, great play. High-low cross, great play. Just high-lows. I just love having a high and a low, like, almost all the time. It's my favorite route combos to do, and you can do it a lot of different ways. So this is high-low cross. Yeah, because this route A is on. It's like a crosser. Let's see. That was kind of... See, they kind of got bumped there, so they ended up being way too close together. That's why I like doing it with like a drag and a post, where there's a lot of space in between them. And this is a similar thing. This route A is on kills man coverage, by the way. I think this is from Trips X... No, this isn't Trips X Nasty. This is that Trips slot close. It's called like Choice Special or something like this. Is in a couple different plays. But this route A goes on. When he gets to here and he does his break, he's going to go... He gets like a speed burst. So if it's man coverage, he leaves his guy in the dust. Even in zone, he can find a pocket in there really well. And then if they stay down on A, we have a post behind him there on RB. And then we had the running back going out to the same side. Same kind of idea we talked about earlier with that drag post streak on the halfback. Let those other receivers clear out the space for us to be able to throw to our halfback here. So we're back in trips. Hit the zig. Hit the zig. I threw that way too late. Way too late. So what we saw here, they're also backed up. And with how close these guys are all standing to each other, we can pretty much assume this is man. And they are so far back, he's not going to be able to get down to RB quick enough. So I got to throw that sooner. I got to throw that right now. I just threw that too late. And we had a touchdown on the left side too, but we had so much going on the right. That's all we were really looking at. 2nd and 5. I hate this play call. What am I? Okay. Just switch it to a run. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Against that defensive front, we just trust our Platinum Shifty to be able to get in there and do something. 3rd and 3. I kind of like this. This is a little like speed out here on A, a slant on RB, and a little comeback back there. Oh, they got so crushed. He got so bumped. That was getting wide open. So we had like a deep curl here on B to take, if this is zone, to take his deep zone back. And then unless he has a flat here, we're going to have A wide open. But if it's man, that speed out is going to kill man. But then they just all run right into each other. We were going to have A or RB. My goodness. 4th and 3, we're going to go for it here. Why not? So we're going, okay, internet issues. Never mind. Come on, Marshall. Get it figured out, buddy. Okay. So we're going with the drag here on A, the zig on RB, trying to go to the flats here quick, and open up a space right around here for B. So this drag would take, if this guy's in a zone, he's going to follow that drag for a second. If this guy's in a zone, he's going to follow this zig, and should open up some for RB, kind of in between those two. Or if it's man coverage, we have the drag or the zig. So it's zone coverage. They follow the drag. He stays put for the zig. B. Look at this timing. Look at this vision. We see this coming. We see this pocket. Throw the slant. Touchdown, Hawaii. Run and shoot all the way down the field. We love to see that. And that is our number 4 offense. Just because those choice routes can be a little difficult. The formations are a little different. So it is a little bit more of a learning curve. And I think it's just a little bit worse version of an offense we're going to talk about a little bit later. But before we get there, let's see what is my number 3 favorite offense in this game. The UNLV Rebels in their go-go offense. I personally love the go-go. It's just something so different and fun. And currently it's only in the UNLV playbook. Hopefully there's a chance though. College Football 26, their head coach Barry Odom just went to Purdue. He might take the go-go with him. Their offensive coordinator, I can't remember his first name. I think Marion is his last name. I believe he's not going back to UNLV. He's going to be going somewhere else. Hopefully bringing the go-go with him. UNLV might even keep the go-go themselves. Fingers crossed we get go-go in more than just one playbook next year. And UNLV just in general probably has my favorite offensive playbook in this game. The go-go stuff is all really, really good. They have that Trips X Nasty formation in shotgun. They have a few other really good shotgun formations and pistol bunch, which in my opinion is probably the easiest formation to pass out of in this game. When we get into the gameplay, we actually mix in some go-go and some pistol bunch. Love, love, love the UNLV playbook. It's just, I do think this would work a lot better in an ultimate team or a dynasty where you have a really good team to run it, because UNLV, as much as I love them, they're not set up great to run this offense. Let's just head over to the roster and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So our biggest issue here with UNLV is right here at quarterback. So at the start of the year they had Sluka, who wasn't the best overall, but he was actually really good for this offense. His throw on the run was crazy. He just made miracle throws happen, like a lot. And we don't even have Haj Malik Williams, the guy who came in after Sluka left and took the go-go. And I mean, UNLV won, what, 11 games this year? But he's not even in the game. So what I do now, and I'm actually going to have, so this is coming out on Christmas on Wednesday. Either Thursday or Friday, we're going to do a full film review of us running the go-go offense. I put in this Cameron Friel in an online head-to-head game, not against the computer. We did the computer one like a week ago. Yeah, Cameron Friel is going to be our quarterback. Again, in a Dynasty or an Ultimate Team, if you get a quarterback with more speed, I think that would help unlock a lot of more things for this offense. But Friel is going to be your best choice if you can run this with UNLV. At halfback, you have a couple options of what you can do here. We do have a power back, and the go-go, there's a lot of inside zones, a lot of runs up the middle. It's a lot of RPOs, too. So if you put this James here at halfback 1, he's going to be the inside running back in the go-go formation, and he'll be the one getting those runs up the middle. Thomas would be the one going out on more of the vertical routes, the wheel routes, things like that. Or you could just put the 90 speed Burl in there too instead of James. So you could just have a 91 speed if you're more interested in like just passing almost all the time. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. But UNLV does have a pretty solid group of wide receivers. Ricky White the third, the punt block master. I think he had, what, 4 blocked punts this season? Just him by himself. Pretty incredible. DeJesus, he's solid. I mean, 86 overall, 90 speed. He is pretty small. Doesn't get any abilities, so we don't love that. But in the go-go, and just in UNLV's playbook in general, the most receivers we're going to have on the field is 3. So you could keep this DeJesus, Ricky White, and then either move this Thompson up, or this Connerly up, give you another 92 speed option. So you'd have 90, 91, 92 speed receivers on the field with a 90 and 91 speed halfback. And I don't think they have a very good tight end. No, they don't. But between the halfbacks and wide receivers, very solid. Just the quarterback isn't the best here. It's going to be our next dynasty is actually be running the go-go with the Minnesota Go Gophers. It'll be fun to see how we can build that team and see everything we can do to try to make this offense the way we want it, the way I envision it. But even as is, or as was in Campus Tour episode number 61 that we will get over to here in just a second, we can still make this offense work pretty well. Let's go check it out. So September 14th, 2024, the UNLV offense is just unstoppable. College Football Campus Tour episode 61. So I think we do start off with some go-go. I think we just run this here. And I can't tell, but you can tell this is old because we have Sluka in at quarterback, not even an option anymore. I think we just run this. Yeah, just give it to Thomas, who was our... Was he one of the... Yeah, he's the 91 speed halfback. So I must have... I think I went just pure speed in the backfield this time. I don't think we have that power back. James. No, he's number 20. So we don't even have him out there. We went all speed here on our team. Let's see. So we're still in the go-go. There's fake toss verticals. This is the best pass play in go-go. Right here. Go-go offset over fake toss verticals. So it's going to fake a toss to this halfback. We have a wheel route, kind of a deep crosser, and a deep post with a flat on that right side. So there's the fake toss. What this does is it usually will kind of freeze their defense for a second. You can hit this wheel route to A really, really quick, or the flat route to X. It's very, very unlikely they're going to guard both. And then you still have deep play potential with these guys. It's just they take a little bit longer to get into their routes and try to get open. So it's usually the halfbacks we're looking for here. Yep, quick pass to the wheel route. It's that line. Ooh, the stick work. Oh, the stick work. He's in for the touchdown. Well, that was pretty quick, so let's look at one more drive here. Now we are in the pistol bunch of UNLV. The play, I'm going to guess, typically what I'll do is set up the same way we saw with Hawaii, what I was talking about, out of bunch. We're going to have a drag, a post, and a streak out of our halfback. It's probably my favorite pass setup play here. Oh no, we're just going to verticals. That's a good one too. Verticals, typically we want this Texas route going the opposite way though. So I should flip this, get the bunch over here, have everybody kind of, have the one cross going this way and a Texas route coming the opposite direction. It would be the better way to do this. But we saw him in mid-blitz, so we just blocked our halfback. Roll out with Sluka. Magic man. He made things happen. He wasn't the best, but he always made things happen. So yeah, Seattle is the name of that play. Now I think we're going to the flanker drive. Yep, see, this is exactly what I was talking about with Hawaii. Same setup. Drag, streak, or post, streak on your halfback. Clear out space to try to hit to your halfback here. And this wheel route on your tight end is actually a really good route too. But yeah, same exact concepts we saw with Hawaii. high-low with the drag and the post. See, we had people open. He actually got, he user jammed our drag route there. The drag route was going to get wide open, but he actually got in and got his hands on him. Still in pistol bunch, 3rd and 7. I'm guessing it's the same thing. Yep, it is. And then see how everybody cleared out for us to hit that halfback streak. Everybody left to go watch everything else. The wheel route's going to push zones out. The drag is going to push zones in. The post is going to drag zones up. Leaves nobody to watch your halfback. There's nobody. See, zone going out. User going this way. Post brings this defender up. Nobody left to guard the halfback. Get in there. 3rd down conversion. Good stuff. Now I don't even know what this play is. Y trail or something like that. Looks like he's back in mid blitz here probably. Oh no, he's in 6-1. We had the drag. Yeah, just take off a Sluka. We had X too. Gosh, that's always the worst part of watching some of these back. It's like, how do I not see that? So we're back in verticals. We actually had this one set up right. We had Y. Yeah, we got him. Oh, what a ball. What Sluka, the magic man. The magic man Sluka. So we saw wheel route against man coverage is really, really good. If they're in a man, wheel routes, you gotta wait for them. The problem with them is they can take a little bit to actually get out there, but once they get to their flat and then turn upfield, they are gonna crush man coverage. So we just bought enough time. We could have hit our halfback there too, and gets it just before his zone gets in there. Just enough. Let's see, at the 1, what do we go to here? Yeah, we do go to some go-go now. From the 1 yard line, see if we can't just punch this in. Just a classic RPO. There's a lot of really good RPOs out of the go-go. We could throw that. Yep. In for the touchdown. UNLV, my 3rd favorite offense in this game. Let's go see what I have for number 2. Texas State and the veer and shoot is my number 2 favorite offense in this game. Now, I'm going to choose to highlight Texas State. Number 1, because I like using tier 4, tier 5, lower teams like this. Reason number 2, they are actually really good in this game. The Texas State Bobcats are awesome. So the veer and shoot, quite a few teams actually use that, as we saw throughout campus tour, and I said every single time I actually need to dive in and understand this offense a little bit better. I still need to, but we have a little bit actually coming out either tomorrow or Friday. We're gonna have how to beat the computer on Heisman using the veer and shoot, using Texas State. I love this offense. And the reason it's number 2 is because it is one of the steeper learning curves for offenses in this game, especially if you're coming over from Madden. They really don't have anything quite like this. It takes a lot of getting used to. I still even make mistakes going against the CPU in that game that's going to be coming out, just because of that. The wide sets, they're just very, very different. It changes your reads, it changes a lot of different things, but essentially the veer and shoot, it really just comes down to a numbers game, which we're going to see in the clip here that we're actually not going to be using Texas State for. But how I personally like to run the veer and shoot, and how I'm going to explain it in that upcoming video, is come out in a run play. You know, we have a wide set on offense, 2 receivers on each side, whatever, 3 receivers on one on the other, all spread out. Look at how the defense comes out, and then either keep your run if they have 5 or less in the box, or switch to a pass in wherever the weakest spot of the defense appears to be. So if they come out, 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, that means there's somewhere on the field where that linebacker probably should be to help with a pass, and that's where we're going to try to attack. But first, we are going to look at Texas State's roster here, and why I really think they are a really good veer and shoot team. They wouldn't be, I don't know, they're my personal favorite. If you're really going to run the veer and shoot online and try to win and get really good at it, Tennessee or Oklahoma is probably going to might be the better team. I mean, Oklahoma is just crazy good in this game. They are so fast. Like, they have like a 97 speed halfback, some 97 speed receivers too, I think. They're really good. Tennessee, of course, really, really good too. That Dylan Sampson they have at running back is a problem. But that's not for today. Today we are just looking at Texas State. I don't know why I keep looking in different directions. Okay, so Texas State, Jordan McLeod, 87 overall, 87 speed. Great to have as an option, because a lot of this veer and shoot, you could have some five wide receiver sets too, where you can come out in a QB blast if they only have 4 in the box or even 5 in the box, and just take it with your quarterback. So having that option with somebody like Jordan McLeod is excellent. Halfback, 94 speed, take off and sidestep. Again, kind of like what we talked about with Hawaii. We're spreading the defense out. We're trying to get it to our guys in space. Having a 94 speed halfback like that is such a good help. Then wide receiver. We actually have 2 95 speed receivers here. Bubba Bo Sparks and Langston Anderson. So those guys I'd like to have on the outside, so they'd be like receivers 1 and 2. And then on the inside, your 2 slot guys, you could keep both Wilson and Hobart. They just have really good abilities. Cutter and sure hands is a fantastic combination. Cutter, so they cut quicker on routes. Sure hands, they catch more passes. Or you could put, if you wanted more speed, you have another 93 speed receiver you could put right here. Like, Texas State is really good. It's a big, another reason I picked them, just to showcase that a lot of people might not know what I talked about earlier. A lot of these tier 4 and tier 5 teams are really good. Texas State is really good. You can take this team against anybody, essentially. If you're good at running the veer and shoot, you can take Texas State and beat anybody. I'm convinced of that. And even tier 5, we're not actually going to go over their roster today, but Vanderbilt, absurd. For a tier 5 team, they have like a 95 speed quarterback, 97 speed receivers. Crazy. There's a lot of good teams. You just got to go find them. But Texas State, the veer and shoot, we are not going to be looking at Texas State in this clip here. The clip from our campus tour with Old Dominion is going to showcase what I was saying about it being a numbers game. We come out in the run, we see what your defense looks like. If you're only got 5 in the box, we're going to run the ball. And that's exactly what we do. Let's go check it out. So this was Campus Tour episode number 116. ODU takes on the cheesiest South Carolina player ever. Now, South Carolina is a very frustrating team to go against in this game because they have a 99 speed, 6'4" wide receiver. They have F-twins over out of shotgun, which is very difficult to stop the jet sweep out of because they have extra blockers on one side and a 99 speed wide receiver. They have a really good quarterback. They have a really good halfback. They have Wildcat, I'm pretty sure. Everybody that is South Carolina runs just the worst. The worst offense. And that's what this guy had been doing. Now, we got to stop. He had first and goal at the 1, went QB sneak 4 straight times. We actually stopped him. We get the ball back at our own 1. Minute 59 to go here in the first half. We obviously want to get points, make it a 2-score game. We're coming out in wide. We're setting our audibles. Obviously very important. You can set these in practice mode and it will save and carry over. You can see over here, playbook saved 32 out of 32 because I make audibles a lot. And as soon as you set them, they'll automatically save. Once you get to 32, it deletes your oldest one. So like if you did 32 and then you did 33, it would get rid of the first one you did. So yeah, coming out in wide, getting our audibles all set here, we are going to come out in quick base. Probably my favorite run, quick base. So here's what I have found. I like quick base if you have a slower running back like Old Dominion has. With a faster running back like Texas State, I actually think I prefer inside zone a little bit just because that pulling guard can kind of get in your way. But so we come out in quick base. He's got 5 in the box. We have 5 blockers. We're going to run it. We are going to run it. Perfect. Give us a little breathing room. We'll take 5 on our first play there. Now we're going to come out, quick pace. Guess, still got 5 in the box? We're just going to run it again. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to run it again. You keep coming out with 5 in the box, we're going to run it. We're sending you that message right now. We'll see if he picks up on it. Come out in quick pace, 5 in the box. We're going to run it again. If we have the numbers, we're going to take it. If we have the numbers, we are going to take it. That's essentially what the veer and shoot comes down to. Again, we come out in quick base. Again, 5 in the box. We're going to run it. He's trying to user that defensive end. You got to do something different here as the defense. We come out in quick pace. He comes out 5 in the box again. We're going to run it again. Another quick pace. Get him with another quick pace. He actually makes a good user play on that one. So 2nd and 9 now. We've gone 20 yards in 40 seconds. We're moving a little bit. I think I'm saying right now, like, even if we don't get points, I'm not super concerned about his offense. Come out in quick pace. He's got 5 in the box. Run it again. Run it again. Cut it back right, break a tackle. pick up a nice chunk of 7 there. 3rd and 2. What play should we come out in here? Maybe we'll sprinkle in just a little bit of quick base. He's got 5 in the box again. We're running it again. Another quick base. His lineman gets knocked over. We get the blocks finally set up really well. Eventually it was going to happen. Eventually we're going to get the blocks exactly how we wanted to. So now we got it on his 42, 43 seconds left. We're going to come out in just a little dash of quick base. He has got 5 in the box yet again. He's trying to like pinch his line, move some guys around, move somebody down into the box, bring his safety down, do something, brother. You got to do something different. Because guess what? Quick base. Yeah. Waiter, I would like a second serving of quick base. Another first down. I guess that's not even, that's what, 8th serving? We're getting full. We're just getting full on quick base. Coming out in it again. He's still just 5 in the box. Quick base. Quick base. We have the numbers. We're going to run it. I didn't run this very well. Not good run vision by me there. But now we're going to hurry up. 16 seconds. Quick base. He's still in that defense. We're going to quick base again. He seals himself off by crashing inside. We get outside. Touchdown, Old Dominion. The veer and shoot. Take advantage of those numbers. 99-yard drive just using quick base because he kept coming out with 5 in the box. We take advantage of our numbers. We go in. We score a touchdown. ODU goes up 14-0 in a game we did end up winning. So veer and shoot, my second favorite offensive style in this game. That only leaves one. My personal favorite offense in this game is going to be the air raid offense, highlighted with the USC Trojans in their playbook. Now, there's a lot of really good air raid playbooks in this game. I personally, USC is my favorite, but Colorado State is also a really good one. Wisconsin, I know Subtonic would want me to shout out Texas Tech, but there are a lot of really good air raid, and it really is going to cover a lot of what we have talked about already here, where we're spreading that defense out and trying to simplify our reads a little bit with either, you know, 4 receivers and a halfback, 3 receivers, a tight end lined up out wide and a halfback, 5 wide, all that different kind of stuff just goes back to what I've been talking about with Hawaii and pretty much every offense except the Flexbone, where we're just trying to spread them out. But I do have this at number 1 because I think while the veer and shoot might be more effective, if you can get good at it, the air raid is a lot easier for people to just pick up and play, especially if you're used to a game like Madden. This is almost, you could jump in and play with USC right now and do pretty well. It's me a lot of familiar concepts, a lot of familiar formations, and it is very effective. So that combination, for me, makes it the number 1 offensive style in this game. And a big reason we love USC, outside of their playbook that I like quite a bit, their roster is very, very good. So Miller Moss, I know he transferred out. I don't think he's signed anywhere yet. I could have missed it, but I'm pretty sure he transferred out of USC, won't be there next year, but we still have this Jaden Maivea, who is still really, really good, just no abilities, so you'd probably want to start Miller Moss just to get that silver dot, silver resistance, gold step up on your quarterback. Halfback. What I love about this halfback, so he's an elusive back, which typically the tendency really will mainly just affect what abilities your guys will be able to get, but he's an elusive back with a 91 speed, but with some abilities of a power back. Like downhill and balanced, you almost always just see on power backs. Downhill is going to help him break tackles when he has full momentum, and then he also has silver shifty too. That combination is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I love this halfback. I really like USC. This team is awesome. And of course, Zachariah Branch, 97 speed, 90 overall, platinum abilities, platinum takeoff, platinum shifty. A mistake I make a lot is, and actually one I made when I played somebody from the Discord the other day. Speaking, just quick shout out for the Discord. The link's just right down in the description there. If you ever want to play with some other people, want to try out some different things, just talk about the game, that's going to be the best place for you to do it. So if that sounds interesting, Discord, just right down there. But Zachariah Branch, I need to have him on the outside, and I'm so bad at remembering to do that because he is so fast, and with that platinum takeoff, and what we're actually even going to see in some of these clips we're going to go over with USC is when we have him running like corner routes or anything like that. We're trying to flood a certain side of the field. Flood, just in general, a very, very good concept. We have the outside receiver will be on a streak. We'll have a corner route from a slot receiver, and then a flat coming from somewhere else on the field. It's very hard for a zone to cover all three of those. But having Branch be the guy in the corner route, he runs it too fast. He beats the... You want the streak to take that deep zone out of the way, then the corner route comes underneath it. With Branch, he's so fast, he gets there before the streak does, and it kind of ruins the whole concept. So if you're going to run USC, make sure Branch is one of your outside wide receivers, or at least not running the corner route on a flood. But then we also still have Lane here, sure hands, 50-50, 6'4" with 91 speed, incredible. Lemon, 93 speed, Fair, 92 speed. Really, at most we're running 4 wide receivers. Even in the 5 wide sets, it's not really 5 wide. It's got a tight end and a halfback in there too, which is great because then we can audible in between those different formations. As long as it has the same personnel, you can audible between all the different formations in like a no huddle type situation. So we got 92 speed, 93 speed, 91 speed, 6'4" receiver, 97 speed Zachariah Branch. I love the talent on USC. I love their playbook. Let's head over. This was actually a very recent campus tour, episode number 128, where we played Notre Dame, somebody playing as Notre Dame in their national championship. Hopefully we can ruin some dreams. Let's go take a look. Yeah, USC's air raid offense is unstoppable from, gosh, this was 11 days ago as of the recording of this. This was a recent one. So we're going to be, so we got the ball first. We had a good kick return, had the ball at like the 30-yard line and just threw one up to a Branch for a touchdown. So we're coming out in some 5 wide here. But see, it's 5 wide, but it's not 5 wide receivers. Halfback is right here. Your tight end is right here. Then we still just have 3. And it's not even the right 3. I don't know why Hudson shouldn't be in there. Lane is fine. And then we have Branch right here. But really this 5 wide, what we're looking to do against this defense, he's got the single high safety. Makes us think this, if it's a zone, it's probably a cover 3. Branch or the tight end will get open here. Because this guy would typically be on an outside third. And he'll be distracted by some of these routes. So yeah, we're looking tight end or RB on this. Really, Branch could be a touchdown pretty often. It was cut like a match cover 3, it looks like, and I missed the route over here on B. And we still would have had Branch there. We just got hit. But he got past that safety because he's so dang fast. He just ran right by that safety, even in like a cover 3 match. So now we go to some spread double flex. These are the formations you're going to see in a lot of different playbooks. And it's one I went to, I don't even know how many times throughout campus tour. It was just, I was so comfortable running any version of these spreads. Regular spread. The difference, regular spread does have 4 wide receivers and 1 halfback. Spread Y flex weak, spread double flex, and a lot of the other versions of spread, I was going to say all of them, but I'm not sure if that's true, have wide receiver, this is your tight end, and wide receiver. So that's the difference kind of between the different, see, that's our tight end over there on A. And see, I have Branch. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. So we're going to run kind of a little flood, because he's been calling a ton of cover 3 hard flat. Has been this guy's main defense. See, this one's more recent. I actually remember more. What I should be doing here is probably put a drag on A instead and create that flood, and I should flip this and do it to the wide side of the field. We're all capable of making mistakes. We're all capable of learning. But this has got to go the other way and with a drag. But see, here's exactly what I was talking about. Watch Branch. He gets to his corner route before the streak does, so his outside zone is actually going to be able to guard both. Whereas if we had Branch on the outside, his zone would have to be following that, or else it's a touchdown to Branch, and that would open up the corner route right here. But Branch is just too dang fast, so we have to wait, we have to wait, we have to wait. Eventually, the concept works, and his deep zone has to follow the streak, opens up Branch. But, yeah, we just have to have Branch be the one on the outside. We just have to. Yeah, we're staying in some spread here. So going quick slant, little post. See, now we have Branch on the outside, so I think I noticed it and changed it. We moved Branch, so he's the outside wide receiver now. I would like to put him on something a little different here. He's not in his cover 3 hard flat, because he has not been disguising his coverage at all. So we've been able to tell when he's in cover 3, and he is not on this play. So I'm not sure what we're going to go for here. But in general, this concept's great because it's going to clear out the zones over here. Should leave the flat to our halfback or the little route to Branch. And then we have quick slants on the backside here too, but I'm reading the left side of the field on this play. And yeah, we have our check down. Yep, we had either our flat or Branch on that one. A little X spot. Now we're going to some empty base. Interesting. This I actually don't remember. Inside cross is, I guarantee that's what I called here, yeah. Inside cross, and then what, again, go back to what I was talking about earlier. High-low reads. Have the little mesh underneath, and then a post over the top. Especially with branch, I like that a lot. Let's see. So yeah, and this is another 5 wide. We have the halfback here, tight end here, 3 wide receivers. Got the drag to A. Yep, and we could have even thrown that to branch, actually. We pass lead that down. Because this mesh underneath is keeping these hook curls. They can't drop back super far. They have to stay down to watch these drags. And that opens up a window here. We could have thrown this to RB, pass lead it down, and try to catch it like right here. But see, by the time that defender backed up, it was too late. Okay, so now I came out in a run here, but we are going to assume he is in cover 3 hard flat. That's what he's called every time he's at a single high safety. So I'm going to adjust out of this run, and we're assuming cover 3 hard flat. That's going to be our thought here. So we're going to come out in a Y cross, and we're going to streak this halfback. Now, why are we doing that? Because again, going under the assumption that he's in a cover 3. This route A is on is going to get rid of the zone defender that's going to be right here, and it's going to open up RB. So in cover 3, he's going to have 2 hook curls. It's typically going to be these 2 guys from the play he has been calling. So this is going to be a hard flat right here, a hard flat right here, deep third, deep third, deep third, hook curl, hook curl. He hasn't been mixing up his defense very much, so we have a good idea that's what it is. This hook curl is going to get distracted by this route A is on. And he's going out to the hard flat. We're going to have our halfback on this streak. This is another concept I like a lot. Let's see. Hook curl. He has to stay there because this route A is on. Opens up a wide open pocket for us to throw this to our halfback. And then he's shifty. He's a shifty little guy. Gets his way in for the USC touchdown. And, I mean, I'll spoil the end of the episode. Why not? Let's go ahead and jump ahead a little bit. And USC, 24-6. 4th and 2. Ooh, Sales. Ooh, knockout. Tough luck, buddy. Sorry. Better luck in your next national championship there, my guy. But the air raid offense is my personal favorite in this game. If you're new to this game, struggling on offense, highly recommend use a USC, a Wisconsin, a Texas Tech, a Colorado State. A lot of good air raid stuff because it's going to make your reads more simple because of how spread out it makes the defense. And in my opinion, it just works. That's really what it comes down to. In my opinion, it just works. Highly recommend the air raid. Any of these 5. Try them all out. See what works best for you. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this little run through of the different offenses in this game and what I find works the best. I will see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy.